Hi, everybody. How is everybody? We're not even live yet
Now
on
I'm
YouTube.
refreshing YouTube and it's not there.
I know.
Okay,
Okay,
now it's there.
this is the Swoon Sisters Book Club. I never say that. I'm bad at introducing things. Everybody's always like, introduce yourself, but I hate when people do that. So I just kind of jump into it. Plus, they should know you if they're reading the book for the Swoon Sisters Book Club. I'm just saying.
They know us. It's fine. They know us.
Oh, I don't even have a picture. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, because I read it on my Kindle.
yeah, I did too. But I love reading on my Kindle because then you can do the notes and it shows up on Goodreads. I love that.
Oh, yes. I have a whole bunch. I literally highlighted like 55 things or something.
I know. Oh my gosh. I was like, honestly, like, I didn't read the synopsis at all before I went into this. I literally
Oh my gosh, not being muted. I'm so sorry. I had to talk over it so that way people couldn't hear the like echo.
No, I know. I make sure it's like when I refresh it and then I see it's going live on YouTube, I hurry to mute it.
No, okay, so like there's like this thing that if you like right click like the tab top, like the tab itself, you can like mute the site.
Oh, cool.
And so then I do that generally before it even goes live.
So it's already muted.
Yes. The notification just went off.
Yeah.
So hopefully some friends are coming. I'll put it on the Swoon Sisters Book Club thing.
I'll also.
Oh, I should put. Hold on.
But yeah, I was saying like I had no idea like all of this was going to go on in this book. No idea.
I knew it's a dark billionaire romance.
I know, but I was like, I wasn't aware that like it also read like kind of like a suspense too. So I was like, oh,
I know when I was reading the reviews, somebody said like I was more interested in that part.
Oh, of the suspense part and
like yeah.
Got it.
Let me do this. No, hold on.
I was just sharing with everybody.
Yeah, I'm just putting it on the Instagram.
Okay.
Not me having to tag myself.
Okay. Yeah, but I was texting Deja and I was like, this book is crazy.
My sister just sent me. My sister is having twins, so in my phone I put her as baby mama because I'm that person. Because they're mine.
Yeah,
they're mine. And then also, she finds out the gender of the babies tomorrow. Well, the sexes, but they made like these little card things because her husband's a graphic designer, so they made like these little cards, and like underneath they need to put like whether it's like two boys or two girls or a boy and a girl, and then they have to order them to be printed, and so then that's gonna take a couple days, and I'm like, I'm not. Just tell me, like. Because they have to, and then what they're gonna do is like with the card, they bought like these holographic scratch off stickers, and they're gonna have like they're gonna put it on there and then give it to everybody. Like for most people, they're shipping it. For us, because they love it, and they move to us, we're gonna do it in person. But I'm like, they better get here quick because if I don't find out this week, it has to be this week. I'm not waiting until I'll know next week. No,
it has to be this week.
Okay. Anyways, but she sent me this dino. Because I'm obsessed with dinosaurs. It's like a little rattle and like a lovey that has dinosaurs. Okay. Anyways, let me not be random. Okay.
Hi, Danielle.
Oh my gosh, wait, this didn't change. Okay, wait. First of all, not spoilers. Rating, everybody. You go first, Nicole, because I need to change this banner.
4 stars.
I give it 4 stars too.
4 stars.
What did everybody else give it? I'm trying to put in I adjusted the banner for our next live show, but it didn't save.
No, it didn't say. I hate when I do that. I like exit out of it, but don't save it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. Honestly, it's like I felt like the intrigue is really what, kept me going. Because I was just like the author would just sprinkle just a little bit not giving you the full thing, you know? So that really is what kept me going. Honestly, like, it was steamy and I liked the relationship, but I didn't like Jonathan all that much until like the end.
Me too. I literally, okay, this is still not spoilery. I kind of like thought Jonathan was a little too much for me. I was like, okay, like this is okay, but like not you calling her your property all of the time. Like
All the time.
okay. Like we get it. We get it. It was a little annoying. So that's probably why I took off a star for real. But then also there's this one part that was really I didn't like at all.
I wonder if it's like, go ahead.
The one part that I didn't like, I guess it's still non-spoilers, whatever, was like, okay, maybe not. Should we move the spoilers?
Should we already move the spoilers?
That was a little too much for me. Yeah, same. Like, I don't know, like, it was just a little like okay, like, you know, like I don't mind it a little bit, but like it was like his whole personality. And I was like, sir.
He started to soften up a bit towards the end, and he was like, you know, like joking around with her and smiling and like, you know, I'm like, oh, that's okay, this is better. But it was like seriously like 90% of the book. I'm just like, oh my God.
Honestly, like it was annoying.
It was a bit.
And I feel like in the middle for me, it like dragged. I don't know why. I was like, like, okay, like we get it. Like you're not figuring anything about the mystery. You're not doing anything. Oh, we should have described the book for people who didn't read it. Oh, I always forget to do that. Okay, Nicole, go ahead.
Oh, I'm doing it. I described the book last time, and I did something.
Okay, fine. This one's just hard to describe. Okay, so
it was.
The book that we read. Oh, I have the picture. Reign of a King. Let me get back to the picture. It is a dark billionaire romance. It's basically about this girl who disappeared for a while after her sister passed away, and her sister was like a lot older than her and was married to this man who was like this like super big billionaire that was known to be like very cutthroat, whatever. So then she's like trying to look more into the death of her sister and ends up making a deal with her ex-brother-in-law where they kind of have some entanglements going on. And that's my description. He was too possessive for me. Yes, exactly. Hi, Charles. Hi, Luna.
I don't know.
Finishing time, but it's pretty good so far. Okay. Hi. Yeah, I don't know what else we could say non-spoiler.
Yeah.
The soda is really good.
Good.
Yeah.
I guess why, like, how she got into this entanglement to begin with is that, you know, he kind of like buys her company out from under her.
Literally buys her company because she has a company with her best friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, I bought your stocks, so I own 51% of the company. And she was like,
what?
I feel that there was a lot of world building missing. Interesting. I get that.
I feel like, and I kind of got where, because there was like, yes, this is technically book one in a duology in their story, but there are other books with these characters in the world. So I felt exactly that too, Charles. I felt like, okay, these two are a couple, like his son and then his nephew, they're already married and have like, you know, they're there. And so I was like, okay, they must have a book somewhere. Like where? I don't know. They must have a book somewhere.
Wait, Charles, what did you rate it? Charles never said. See,
so I did feel like that too.
Like I feel like objectively, like I had issues with it, so I feel like it's probably less than a 4-star. But like the end really had me shook.
Yeah, I wanted to immediately start like the second.
Well, I literally really was like, let me click to get the second book because 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. I feel like that's fair.
That's fair. Fair.
I was debating between 3.5 and 4, so I may lower it to 3.5. But the end really did have me shook. I like the writing. I like the writing a lot. I did writing.
I think she was really good at building that suspense and not giving away too much with the mystery and stuff that was happening. Because honestly, like, yeah, it was steamy AF, and like their chemistry and their relationship was really good. But what really kept me like turning the pages was I wanted to know what the heck was going on.
And like I feel like the atmosphere though was very like, even like throughout every scene, I feel like you could really feel like that it was dark. Like at no point was it like happy, like
dark. I was like, hold on. Like, I think that was like the first thing I texted you. I was like, this book is dark.
You literally did. I hate when authors do that. They say something stands alone, but it references a lot of other books. Yeah, that's true. I had another point in my mind, but I forgot. Now I'm forgetting.
Yeah, it says at the very end, it says, curious about Aiden and Elsa. So that's his son with his wife.
Okay, yeah.
It's like you can read their story in Deviant King. So it's like, yeah, there's other books that have
these like that series though. I saw it and it's like 20,000 books long.
20,000 books long.
Okay, not 20,000, but like 8 or 9.
And also how it was literally like what thing that kind of got me too is like Ethan, the guy that Jonathan is kind of like, always like fighting and butting heads with, is like he was in a coma for like 9 years. I'm like,
literally, he just comes back. He's like, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Like that's literally what he was like, and I was like, okay,
you're just gonna come back like nothing happened. We don't get that story. Okay.
Literally. But I think it would have been a lot worse if what even is the main character's name? Like I don't even know people's names.
Well, Jonathan, and then what's the girl's name?
I don't remember names. I'm not good with names.
Aurora.
Aurora. Okay, yeah. I feel like if Aurora was like very submissive, I would not like it.
Oh no, but she fought back on a couple of things. I was like highlighted. She really
did, but like also like I understand why she didn't fight back as much and let him kind of do that because like she kind of like couldn't, That's kind of like when I tried to mess with my dad and then he's like, I'm gonna shut off your phone, and I'm like, it's not funny anymore. It's not like I can't be doing this right now. Like that's not funny. Like, anyways, like he really be doing that, and I'm like, let me just joke with you. Stop threatening me. I like didn't get the character straight.
There was some parts where she was like, like I'm gonna get him to like play my game or something like that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's like the Deviant King one or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, I think it should be time to move into spoilers. So if you haven't finished or you want to read it and you don't want to be spoiled, I would not recommend proceeding with the live show. I mean, you can. I wouldn't recommend proceeding. Okay, so the part that bothered me a lot was the part where he was talking about him and Ethan when they were teenagers. They were tired of getting girls so easily, so they made a bet to marry mentally unstable women. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I was like, are you kidding me?
I was like, what does that even mean? What does that mean? And like, how was like Aurora's sister mentally unstable? How was she mentally unstable? I don't understand. They never explained.
They never explained it. Unstable. Yeah, they literally just said like she was having hallucinations and like her depression, like she ended up spiraling. And then like people, like she thought somebody was out to get her, but like I was like, somebody literally like was out to get her. Like, yeah.
Like that really annoyed me. I was like, what?
Like they literally made a bet. Like they were saying like, oh, it's like getting girls is just too easy. We should make it harder. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Literally, hold on. This was me. Like, bye. I literally was about to like close the book. I was like, I'm so annoyed right now.
Yeah, like, I highlighted it. Like, what?
I was like, man, like you could have taken that one sentence out of there. That one little sentence and we would have been cool.
You didn't even need it.
Miss Rina, really? No. Miss Rina, no.
I didn't like that at all either.
It really was that the part that you were talking about, or were you talking about a different part?
I actually have two parts. So that was one part.
Okay.
That kind of like, I was already not liking Jonathan because that scene like happened like kind of towards middle.
Yeah, it was like in the middle.
So I was just like, okay, I already don't like you. I don't like you even more now. So that kind of like kicked him down a notch for me. And then another part where you kind of get the past.
I don't know. Who do you like better, Ethan or Jonathan? Ethan, because Jonathan is a freaking jerk for no reason. At least Ethan tries to have like some semblance of niceness. Like he invited Aurora to dinner. Okay. He also like doesn't hate, what's the kid's name?
Aiden.
He doesn't hate Aiden, but Jonathan hates Levi. Okay. Or
well,
not Levi.
Like,
not Levi, Elsa. He hates Elsa.
Yeah, but he was like, you married her and I told you not to. Like right in front of her. She was sitting right there.
This should have been a montage. Lit, period.
It's like, apparently Jonathan and Ethan have some tensions they need to work out. So you could just...
They really do. Like, they really... Maybe in book 2.
Maybe in book 2.
I doubt it, but it would be nice.
But the other part that kind of got me really irritated was when you got the past point of view, when she was finding out her father was like drawing in the dead body through the forest or through the woods, and she calls Jonathan and Jonathan's like, I know who you are, and she's like, well, can I talk to Alicia? And he's like, she's dead, you better be at the funeral tomorrow, and then hangs up. I was like, that is really how you're telling her? Like, what?
And like the funeral's tomorrow, that means she's been dead for like a few days. So if she never called you, you would never have told her. Like, and then everybody's mad that she didn't show up. Like she was literally like 16. Could she drive, first of all? Second of all, her dad literally was being arrested for murder.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also she literally had a 1-day notice. A 1-day notice. Like people were really mad at her for not showing up.
Exactly. I know Aiden was like kind of getting on my nerves. I'm like, first of all, who are you? Second of all, you're like mad at her for it. Then she kind of like, she laterally exploded at dinner. She was just like, well, I was kind of, in witness protection because my dad was arrested for murder. That's why I didn't show up. And they're like, oh.
No, we have not read the second book. Literally, Nicole just finished it today and I finished it on Saturday. So...
yeah, I finished this book at like 3-ish.
I literally binged like the whole second half in one day. I was like, let me just do it.
I wanted to start the second book, especially how this one ended. Like you're really gonna end it like that? Literally,
they were like, yeah, Jonathan poisoned her. What?
Again? Yep, it's like she's like listening to her sister on like this thumb drive. It's just like, Jonathan's trying to poison me. Like, what? And then I'm just gonna run.
I was shocked that this wasn't for both books. Oh, like they weren't like in one. But it's probably, I think the second book's on Kindle Unlimited. So, but it actually was kind of long. Like not long, but I thought it was short, and it was like 350 pages apparently.
Oh, the second book?
Yeah, or no, the first one.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought
I was reading it. I was reading it on my phone, so maybe that's why the pages were off.
Have you read any of Rina's other books? Nope. I've never even heard of Miss Rina before this. No, I mean, I saw the pages on Goodreads. It said 350 pages. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, didn't know it was that long of my page count for the month. Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan really, who is irritating for what? You know who I like, though? I really liked the best friend. Yeah. She was amazing. I loved her. She was so funny.
he always called her Black Belt, and she called him Johnny. And he's like, you can call me by my real name, or else I won't answer to you, or something like that. And she was like, well, you call me Black Belt, so get over it. And like, he's literally thinking, like, where does she find these people? Like, who are these people?
That's what I don't like about men like Jonathan, is like they think that they can treat everybody different than how they're treated. And I'm like, let it be even. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I low-key ship Layla and Ethan.
She kept calling him daddy.
Literally.
And she even said, like, Ethan was more attractive than Jonathan. And I'm like, I see it.
I do really like the cover model on the book cover.
I just felt like the model didn't really portray like his age very well, because he's a good.
No, he's young. I just like him.
I just like him.
Okay, because see on Kindle or on Amazon it says 278 pages, but on Goodreads it said 350 something. The best friend was my favorite character. I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a part of the kink though. Yeah. But I think she was my favorite because she did bring some like levity.
Yes, for sure.
To the book, because it was kind of, I like dark, but like this was a little like a little bit.
If that wasn't in there, it was literally like punishment. She has a panic attack because she's like thinking of all of the trauma that she's been into. Punishment, sex, like that's literally all the book would be. I'm just like, oh man, like her trying to find out who killed her sister. Oh, yeah, it was.
Literally, yeah. This book really had me. Like, I was on live stream, literally, and I looked exactly like this. You can go back and literally watch it. That was my face, like, 20, like, literally, like, 70.
What is happening?
I still don't understand, or still don't get why Aiden calls his dad Jonathan. Okay, well, some people just call their parents by their names. Like, my cousin, he calls his dad his first name. He just always has called him his name. He doesn't call him dad. Some people just do that. I don't understand, but some people just do that. And then also, Aiden probably calls him Jonathan because he hates him.
Yeah, that's true. Like they don't have like the greatest relationship. He like Jonathan even said that Aiden was like emotionally stunted. Like I was like, I wonder why, but he blamed it on the death, like because like Alicia died.
I think it's because he grew up with you as a father. I'm just saying.
It's like, wow, you yeah, he was like we've said it a million times, he was a bit much.
A little much. I mean, Rina wrote him well for like the purpose.
Yeah.
It just wasn't my favorite. Also, can I just talk about how poofy the side of my hair is? I'm gonna keep looking at it. I'm like, wow, so poofy.
It's so great. I love it.
But then what I would hate, right, is like he would literally be like so mean towards her. Yeah. And then he'd be like, I'm always here for you though. And I'm like, what?
When?
Sir. And I also didn't like though specifically like how she was like, yeah, before him, like I could never, you know, feel sexual gratification, but like now like him, like I was like, girl bye. Yeah. We don't play that
like
game
honestly, she was so like confident in her ability to not feel anything. She's like you can use this body however you want. It's been dead for 11 years. And he's like, oh, you think it's dead? And then, and then she even said like, I didn't last a minute. I'm like, you did not, honey.
Like, ma'am, really? Like, I really did not like that. I don't know why, but I was just annoyed. I was like, why? I feel like if like before this, she would have realized that she had like a pain kink or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like she would have realized that a long time ago. Ma'am is really 27 and didn't even know that. Okay, like, wow. Are you okay?
She probably like had really bad like sexual experiences. I mean, she did. Like she was thinking of that one where, you know, the guy was basically, it's like, you're dry as a desert. And then I was like, She probably
Not
just
doesn't.
didn't even want to repeat the experience. So she's like, no, sex just isn't for me. I'm out of here, kind of thing.
And then literally Jonathan was like, wait, what? Wait, can I leave? Oh, wait, yeah. Sorry. He said, the only reason you haven't been owned before is because I haven't come along yet. Stop inflating his ego. It's already big enough. Like, Slick really should have never said that because his ego just got 20 times bigger.
And
it's already huge. Already. He has like a big head. I already know. He's like one of those people with a not like figuratively, I mean figuratively too. But you know, like sometimes you could just tell. You're like, you got an actual like big head.
You just got an actual
That's him.
Big head.
He really do. He really do.
Like the one scene where like they were like just starting out and he started to do things like kind of like the normal way, and then she was just dry and he was like, you are dead. Fascinating. I'm like,
not fascinating. Is this a science experiment? A science experiment. Okay.
I was like, what? Okay.
Literally, not the science experiment.
Yeah. So I was like, wow.
Oh wait, I was trying to. Oh shoot, I got rid of the wrong thing. Oof. I had more banners, but like we kind of already like talked about them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How do we feel about the characters?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see more of like Aiden and what's his name? Levi. I want to see more of them.
Yeah, apparently Levi and Astrid's story is Cruel King.
Interesting. Was the second book better? Oh, always and anyway. I think that's for you because we didn't read the second book. I wanted to.
Oh yeah, I didn't start it.
Yeah. I feel like I need to lower my rating because like I did enjoy I did enjoy the time I spent reading it, but like there's too many issues for me to look past. I would definitely read more from her though. But it was a lot for me. I
feel like just because like I was thinking 4 stars just because that ending, I was like, you know, when a book just makes you immediately want to read the second book, I'm just like, oh my God, this is a great book. But I was just like, now that we're talking through the issues, I'm just like, yeah, it's like a 3.
Yeah, I love Aurora's passion for her business. Yeah, true. I mean, it really got her into a situation because she was that passionate.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I was like, okay, go off.
Go for it.
Why haven't y'all chosen TL Swan book? I literally just interviewed a famous audiobook narrator. Okay, this is like what? Is this our second month?
Uh-huh.
Our second month, okay?
Why haven't you chosen? I was like, I don't know.
And then also, like, we do it based off prompt.
Right.
Like a spinning wheel.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah. But I do want to read, what's that TL Swan book? The one that has to do with a plane. Let me see. I think that's by TL Swan. Like, I think that Bree talked about it. Yeah, The Stopover. I do want to read that one. Levi and Astrid have such a good story.
Yeah, I love when they were at the dinner and then, you know, Jonathan was basically like, you know, I told you not to marry this girl. What did you do? Like, I made her my life or whatever. Like, they were like so cute. And it's like, exactly. So what makes you think I'm going to listen to you?
I have a rule: if I rate a book in a series 4 or higher, then I have to continue. See, but not everybody reads 1,000 books a year. So like not everybody can do that. I'm just saying sometimes we got to pick and choose around here. The TL Swan is Bay, The Stopover. Oh, The Takeover, isn't that like in the series, but not that book? Yeah, The Takeover is the second book. But yeah, Bree was talking about it. So fire, it's good. Interesting. I feel like I trust Charles's good opinions, but like if he rates a book bad, like I don't take it personally. Like I'm like, oh, it's just Charles. Like, yeah. Like he rated, I think one of the books that I just bought that sounds really good, The Push. He rated it like 1 star, but then one of my other friends gave it 5 stars, and so then it confuses me.
Yeah,
it confuses me. But whenever Charles gives something like 1 star, I'm like, yes. Like, we love it. We love it here.
Giving the 1 stars out.
I want to read Mr. Masters. That is, I see that. It's the Mr. series. Is this like a, oh, it's a boss. Okay, it's a boss. Powerful. He's powerful, older, and my boss. A lethal combination. Can I only read manage? That's not, oh, I guess it technically is next month because it's March. Like, in March, we're reading The Chase, but we try to do our live shows like the first Monday of the next month. So our live show April for the March book, and then for April, yeah, we're doing manage, but like neither of us have read any of the other books in the series because when I looked into it, they said like, oh, like you can read it by itself, like it's a standalone series. It's more lit fiction thriller. Interesting. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Yeah, we're just talking. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think of more things. That's why I'm looking through my highlights.
Yeah, see. I have some highlights.
Oh, some of the verbiage I didn't like. Mm-hmm. She did say your blank strangled my blank, and I don't know how I feel about the word strangled used in that manner. You know what I'm trying to say? Like your blank strangled my blank.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? Blank and blank?
Blank and blank. Yep.
So, but I was like strangled. That's like an interesting word.
I feel like for Aurora, she likes to be choked, so maybe she just thought.
Yeah. I mean, true.
But yeah, there was definitely the author did write a little like disclaimer in the front where it was just like she's using like the British or like the.
Yes, I noticed that for Czech. I was like, what? They spell Czech like that?
There's like Q. Like, what is this Q?
It was like CHEQUE, I think. And I was like, huh? I was like, never heard of that. And I was like, what is next month's book? It's The Chase by Elle Kennedy. I could put this up since people are asking. The Chase, we're going to have our live show at April 5th at 8 p.m. EST. We have to change the time to an hour later because time zones are changing and Arizona is weird.
Arizona does not change their times, so.
Yeah. Also,
2 hours will be 3 hours.
Yeah. And Sarah from Sarah Shelves is going to be joining us for that live show. Yeah, and then after that, we posted it on our Instagram, which I'll put the banner up again. We had to make a new Instagram because of mess. I don't want to talk about it because it was my fault, but that's our new one. And I changed the Twitter handle to match this as well. So they weren't like different ones because that's like confusing. But this is our manage is not even next month, it's for May.
Yeah.
Anyways, these are our books.
There it is.
I'm so excited about Voyeur, like you don't even know.
I'm excited about Black Lace.
I never read a Beverly Jenkins, so I'm excited. Does this book club have a certain theme or trope you read? Okay, so how we do it is like we always read romance, obviously, and then what we do is we ask for them at like in December, I think, tropes, and then we put them on a spin wheel and we spin it for each month, and that's how we choose. Like, I can literally show the spin wheel.
Show the spinning wheel.
I have to just find it. It's like I have it bookmarked, but I found it. All those audios are on Hoopla. We love that. I forgot about Voyeur. I'm excited for Voyeur.
I'm excited.
I've never been to a live show, but are the books you select adult romances or just in the adult genre? Adult romances. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think next month is technically new adult.
Yeah, I think so.
But like, we would never choose a young adult.
Yeah.
So this is like our spin wheel. So we have like different tropes that people have like sent in. So like, I mean, if you guys want to add tropes now, like I don't really care. But like anytime people just ask for a trope, we put it on here and then we spin it. So then we'd be like, okay.
Enemies to lovers.
Then we'd be like, what? April's enemies to lovers. And then we would just spin it 3 times because we like to announce things quarterly so people actually have like the information. What trope is the chase? Best friend's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And they're roommates. And he has tattoos. I remember. Don't even. I remember. I remember.
Good
Yeah,
job.
it's best friend's brother. And it takes place at a university. Because it's
Yeah.
like the Briar U series. It's the first book in the Briar U series.
That's why it's like the new adult, because they're in college.
Yeah. So I don't know how steamy it's gonna be, but like we're gonna try and pick like not just dark steamy things for people who don't like dark steamy things, but like we kind of both like dark steamy things, so it's kind of difficult sometimes. Yeah. I'm trying to look at these. I feel like are Beverly Jenkins books like steamy or no?
Yeah. Not as
They
steamy.
are?
Yeah, but not as steamy as this one. But there's still at least like 1 or 2 sex scenes in there.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we would never do a Fade to Black. Least favorite. I'm like, why would I read it? Why would I read it if it's Fade to Black? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, why do they?
I need the details.
Like, I need to know what occurred. What occurred? Like, maybe I'm just nosy.
I just need to know.
Yes. But I should put this back up. The change show on April 5th. And then we'll announce our other live shows and things as the months come in the live shows, and then also on the Instagram and Twitter. But for the most part, they're going to be like the first Monday of the month. I'm like medium to high. Now, like medium to high, think Nora Roberts.
You think it like Beverly Jenkins steaminess? Is that what you're saying?
I've never read Nora Roberts.
Read Nora Roberts. Sometimes Nora can give you a Fade to Black, though. But I haven't read a Beverly Jenkins book that gives me a Fade to Black, so I think she's a little bit steamier.
Okay, but to be fair, the reason I haven't read that many adult romance authors is because I'm a child.
Child.
Like, the first really steamy one that I read was when I was 16, and then I was shook. And then I was like, I don't know about this. Yeah. When I was 16, that had to have been like 2019. And then and in 2019 I read majority young adult, and then last year is the year that it switched where I read majority adult in general. Yes. They're both not super explicit. Okay. Yeah, this one was a little explicit.
A little.
Lopez.
Lisa Kleypas. What Lisa Kleypas books are you reading? I feel like she's more explicit than Nora Roberts.
I know nothing about this.
I mean, it's not like this is literally almost sex on every page. Like, no, these like Nora Roberts is not like that. Lisa Kleypas is not like that. You get like 1 or 2, especially like, their first sexual encounter or like the foreplay leading up, or maybe like a second small one, but you're not going to get like sex every page. Not like these.
Oh no. Who was your favorite new adult author?
New adult?
I feel like I don't really read new adult. Like, I was just reading young adult, and then I just went to adult. Like, that's just how it was.
Yeah, I don't really read a whole lot of new adult.
Because I feel like that genre was kind of like not cemented yet. Not genre, age group. It's not really cemented yet.
Yeah, it's definitely just like age group. Yeah.
Yeah. I think like what happened was 2019 I was reading 2/3 young adult, and then last year I switched to 2/3 adult, and that's what happened.
Yeah, just adult. So read the adult.
And like, I don't know what's gonna happen this year. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like
a lot of middle grade.
Just I don't like a lot of middle grade either. It just doesn't appeal to me.
I've only been reading it just because middle grade March, and I wanted to
finish. No, I'm like not reading all of the series. Unfortunately,
I did. I read 1 through 4 last year, and then I finished. I read 5, and then I read 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the drive back home from Texas. So,
how long was the drive?
16 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So on 2.5 speed, they get through because they're very short. I mean, the longest
I've read like 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, so I liked this book because I needed a break from the middle grade. Like, it just, read too much. It's like I need some smut.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm excited for our picks next month. What are the other tropes we have up on here on this wheel? I'm curious. Wait, where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, it's under the YouTube tab. Makes sense. I have like a books tab, and then under the books tab, I have like folders. Okay, what's on here? We have friends to lovers, enemies to lovers, secret billionaire, forced proximity, mafia. When that comes up, that's the day that I'll literally cheer.
You're like, yes!
I love mafia romances. I haven't read that many, but like I know, because I feel like I started getting like into mafia romances on like Wattpad. So like I feel like I know what I like because of Wattpad, but I haven't like read like a lot of like actual like published books.
Right. Yeah.
But like the mafia romances. If you guys have not read Dirty Kisses by Kenya Wright,
I need to read it.
It's so good. We have Boyfriend's Dad, Romantic Suspense. Let me get rid of that one. Paranormal, Afraid to Commit, Librarian/Bookish. Some of these I'm like, we're gonna have a hard time figuring these out.
I feel like some of them are very niche, very, very specific tropes.
Yeah, like, let me see. Dark Secrets keeps them apart in parentheses. Like, how are we gonna know?
Maybe this book could have fit in that. I mean, Dark Secrets.
Honestly.
Oh gosh.
Yes. I don't know if there's any more thoughts or opinions on the book, because I feel like we talked about it. Wait, I want to read The Maid series by Danielle Laurie. I've never even heard of that.
I've never heard of it.
I do have a video. I don't know when it's going to go up because you know that I hate editing. But I did film a video like top romance books on my TBR. There's like 30, I think, that I put on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only one of them is historical romance though, because I'm not a historical romance girl. I'm not. Are there any other boyfriend's dads other than Birthday Girl? Yes. Or what is it? Your Dad Will Do, but that's like erotica. That's erotica. That's erotica.
So good. Yeah, Your Dad Will Do by Katie Roberts.
Literally. So we were talking for like this romance related thing in a group chat, and we were like, oh, like group book, like we were trying to figure out the group book, and someone was like, oh, like Pool Boy by Madison Faye, and I was like, oh, like that'd be cool, but like Madison Faye's like erotica, like it is not romance, like if we have other people participating, I don't know. And I said that, and like
it is erotica, but it's still romance. It's HEA. Each book ends at HEA. You have to have it.
I'm not saying that, but like one of them said erotica, that emoji, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, Madison Faye doesn't mess around.
They can overlap, but I'm just saying it's like very intense. Very intense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know how people would feel about that. Like, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about if we have a live show?
What are we going to talk about?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if we have anything else more to say. As I said,
I'm just going to do my highlights here.
A lot of them for me were just sexual because I was like, what is this? I'm going to put up our Instagram handle again. That's where we literally post all of our information first. I always forget about the Twitter, honestly, but I do post on there, but like 2 days later. Because I feel like, I'm like, ooh, like let me make the graphics for the Instagram. Like you don't really do graphics as much on Twitter because like it gets small. Like you can't see the whole thing.
You have to actually click in the picture to see everything. Yeah.
Yes. And then our live show. So you guys can write it down, but we'll like talk about it, and I'll probably schedule it like a week or two before. The only thing is that I go live all the time, so like I do more than 20 hours a month, so then I have to switch accounts, and then I'm like, well, if I schedule on this account and then my time's up, what am I supposed to do? It's already scheduled. That's what happened with the reading sprints next week because Sarah and I accidentally went live for 10 hours. For what?
you accidentally go live for 10 hours?
We literally were up until 5 a.m.
Wow.
Okay, but half the time we did not even read. We were just like at like 5 hours. We were like, oh yeah, we're just gonna talk now, and then we just talked for 5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And then because we were like kind of tapping out at like 9 hours, but we were like, we're so close to 10. We're so
close. We're so close to 10.
Yeah, so like that happens, and I was like, okay, well, I scheduled the sprints for next week, but after this live show, I'm like, okay, our sprint's gonna be like 3 hours because my sprints are longer. So then I had to delete it, and then I have to do it on my other account. Anyways, problems of people.
How many accounts?
I know I should just pay, but I don't want to pay.
Yeah. No.
Then you can put a nice background, and you can have 10 people, but you can put a background. I want a background.
Yeah, like the default background is like leaves.
Oh, it's not the default. It's just one of the options. That's the only option.
That's the only option.
Or I can hide our names. Interesting. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Nicole's info is linked in the description box, and like all of our book club pics are also down there, and our Twitter. I didn't put the Instagram in there because I scheduled this before the Instagram. I made the new Instagram, but again, it's right here. But yeah, all the information is down below. And yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
10 hours. I fell asleep on y'all and woke up and y'all were doing some quizzes. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. And I'm really excited for next month because Sarah's going to be here.
Yay!
I'm excited. Okay. Bye, guys. This is always awkward. Bye.